Alright, so I said in my last annoying people in League of Legends video that I was considering doing this, and you know what? It's happening. We're doing this. For too long, I've been giving the worst kind of players in this game all the attention. It's time to reward you guys out there, my subscribers, who are obviously everything I'm about to talk about in this video, and I'm totally not ass kissing. I'm gonna reward you with some warm, happy feelings instead of that dark anger you feel deep down. You asked for it, you've got it. This is the 5 best players you will meet playing League of Legends. Or, it would be, if I could think of 5 good types of players. Guys, I think I need your help for this one. I mean, I sat down and I thought long and hard about this, but in the end, I could only really come up with like 3 different types of people that were actually decent picks. I know you're out there, good people of YouTube, so please call out to me, save me from this darkness. For the time being though, despite the fact that I only have 3 types of people for my list, these are 3 strong choices that I think everyone can get behind. So, for the first one on my list, it's the good support. This guy is the constantly underrated MVP of any game of League of Legends. He gets no credit, and along with the jungler, those 2 roles alone get all of the blame for losing. This is a guy that has the best timing, the best awareness, and is constantly looking out for his own teammates. If it means bursting a flash or dying to prevent the enemy getting shutdown gold, this is the guy that you barely even notice but always has your back. This is the guy that carries bot lane. His AD carry might be kind of poor mechanically, but it doesn't even matter because this support player will hand your AD carry kills on a plate. He'll spoon feed your carry till he's ready to burst, and then after your AD carry is strong enough to pretty much 2v1, this guy will appear everywhere. 3-man ganks mid, jungle invades, buff steals. He's like a goddamn ninja, armed only with mobility boots and a sight stone. You'll never see him coming, and you never think he's gonna be a threat, but trust me, when he rocks into your lane, you're gonna see this man go absolutely savage over anyone who tries to get near you. So many times when I play League of Legends, I see people thanking the mid laner or the jungler or top lane for carrying the game, but you never ever see anyone thank the support, and I think that's what makes me appreciate these guys so much. To them, the sheer fact that they've helped their team overcome adversity and achieve victory is enough for them. They don't need to be told that they did a great job because they know that they shouldn't need thanked for doing the job the way it was meant to be done. They're satisfied in knowing that even though someone else might be taking the credit for the win, they know that they put their 100% into protecting their team and doing everything in their power to make it as easy as possible for their carries to get kills. So you guys out there, I could talk for days about how much I appreciate you, but for today, I hope that this acknowledgement that makes you feel maybe a little bit prouder as a support player is enough. Next up on the list is just someone who he isn't necessarily a totally amazing player, but honestly, I think that this is something everyone should do, and people that use this simplest little thing need to be commended for it. Now, I'm not going to spoil the name of this guy, because I want to paint you a picture with my words. So now let's imagine you're in a ranked game of League of Legends. Tensions are high, you might be in your promos, when suddenly the guy in last pick hits out with this line. Can't play support. What a douche, right? God man, and you know what? He's probably going to end up getting stuck with support whether he likes it or not. Even if we have to play AP Mundo support bottom lane, he is going to be in that support role. Now imagine that this is a good guy. With just a simple change of a few words, you go from being a douchebag to someone that might be sympathized with and your team might actually want to help you. Just these words. I prefer not to. Can't is such a solid and negative word. It's such a brass word to use that kind of gives your team the impression that you don't really care about them. You play for yourself. It gives the impression that you're selfish and you're stubborn. But I prefer not to. You're saying exactly the same thing. At its base level, you are saying that you do not want to play that role. But the tone of the way you are saying it is completely changed, and your teammates are so much more likely to be accommodating to what you need. It tells your team that it's not your best role, and you're not probably going to do that well in it, but ultimately, you are willing to play that role if you have to. The simple fact that you're willing to sacrifice that in the name of the team is a gesture that a lot of the time, when I see someone say they prefer not to play a certain lane, I mean, if it isn't me that lets them go in somewhere else, then usually someone else in my team lets that guy play what he wants to and takes the role for them. It's all about your word choice, and it can really change the dynamic of a game, and honestly, everyone's got good inside them, and I know it's such a small thing, but it makes a pre-game lobby so much more pleasant. Better than the usual rabble of mirror feed, I'm trolling, disco nunu. So finally on this list is the unsung hero of the game. They tend to be the glue that holds the whole team together, and if he's doing his job right, his team won't even realise that they've needed to be held together in the first place. This person is the natural born leader, and he knows what a team needs: coordination. And if no one is going to step up to the plate and take charge, well, he'll just go and do it himself. This is the motivator. This guy will make your good plays seem great, and if you make a mistake, instead of barking orders at you or criticising you, he won't patronise you. Instead of making you pissed off at your team, all you'll do is feel disappointed that you're letting your team down, and you're going to put all your effort into making those 4 other guys in your team proud, all because of the way this person treats you. Nobody realises it, but he is the person that you want to listen to. He might not be the most knowledgeable person or the most mechanically amazing, but he has the charisma and the attitude to make your playing experience enjoyable. This is the kind of person that you want making calls, and the kind of person that you want to run into battle with. If you happen to lose, even then his influence makes you feel graceful in defeat. They're the kind of player that makes you want to give your everything, and even if your everything isn't quite good enough to win, as long as you went down swinging, that's all that matters. People, if you find someone in your games like this, or you have a friend like this, honour this guy, because they are a shining, dying star in a pit of darkness. Don't let that darkness corrupt them, and encourage them to continue to be a positive influence in your games, because positive influences and positive mindsets make all the difference. It can be the difference between being on a win streak or being on tilt and losing 7 games in a row. I really do still plan on eventually making a video on the positive influences and negative influences in games, because honestly I hope I can open up just one person's eyes to see that a positive outlook in a game can make all the difference. And if I can do that, I'd be happy. A lot of people think that Riot are just kind of saying these things to make it look good when you see the "Did you know that players who don't flame their team win more games?" on the loading screen, but it's genuinely true. And when I look at forums and I look at posts on other websites, it seems like League of Legends communities get kind of a bad rep as being more of the opinionated communities on the internet, I guess. A little bit more toxic than others, you would say, but I think that's really not true at all. People find bad in things they want to see bad in, and people see good in the things they want to see good in, and I see a lot more good things than I see bad. I don't know, I just think that for every bad experience I've had playing League of Legends, I've had 10 really good experiences, good games, fun with friends, and I'm sure you guys feel exactly the same way. I think it's just a human thing to do, where, I mean, something could go right 99 times out of 100, but the one time that it goes wrong, it might go wrong really, really badly, and that's the thing that sticks into your head. Like, that is the human thing to do. We only focus on the bad things and the things that kind of stray from the norm, rather than the things that go well. And that's probably why so many times you'll see someone come into a ranked game lobby and they'll already be pissed off from the last game. You could have nothing to do with that last game. It's a completely fresh slate, but for some reason this guy is just spewing negativity all over your game, and that just seems to me like it's just going to make it even more harder to win, because this person's going to be on tilt the whole game, and he's going to be making everyone feel like, you know what, this game doesn't even matter because we've got this guy in our team. But yeah, it's a big topic, and it's probably something I'll address in the future if you're interested, but you know, for the time being, I'm really sorry I couldn't muster up 5 types of players for you for this video, but here is how you can help me. If you want to see another episode, maybe 5 next time, then if you comment below with the best types of players that you meet playing League of Legends games, I would really appreciate it, because I have sat down and I mean, I've got my notepad next to me now, like right here, like literally, you know, and I have like about 5, maybe 5, but you know, they're not 5 good ones. I think you guys could really probably come up with better ones than myself. So yeah, I would really appreciate if you would comment. But yeah, apart from that, if you like the video, then like the video, like the video. And if you're new to the channel, then feel free to subscribe as well. And as I always say, and as usual, have a great day.